7:24, the LSU Tigers' hopes of sneaking into this year's national championship game certainly hinge on tomorrow's matchup against Arkansas. They must win. The Battle of the Boot unfolds in Little Rock. Former LSU standout Odell Beckham will be watching closely, I am sure. What do you think the keys for LSU are tomorrow? Well,
of course, the offense has to duplicate last week's effort. Jefferson had 254 yards. I think that was his career high, and a total of 470 yards on offense. So if we duplicate that, we should do very well in the game. And, of course, the defense, playing like they generally will play. Of course, they lead the SEC of limiting the offense to 286 yards per game. So, and also offense. If they kick it to Peterson, he'll do something special with it on special teams. So it'll take all three phases of the game.
Arkansas has a fantastic offense as well. Is this going to be tough for our defense, I would think, tomorrow?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're ranked number 12 in the nation. And SEC, Mallett is the MVP of last week's, SEC. So he threw for 3 touchdowns, 305 yards. So it'll definitely be a task for the LSU defense to play well.
I would imagine. I'm expecting another close game. Goodness, they've all been close practically this season. Are you?
It will definitely be a close game. The SEC is, again, I think, the best conference in the nation, and you're going to play a top caliber team week in and week out. So there is a sense of urgency every week to play your best game, and this will be one of them.
And how is it a detriment that this one's on the road this year and we're at Arkansas with the holiday and all? Does that make it harder on the team, or do you think it's a non-factor?
Oh, no, absolutely. It definitely makes it very tough. You're going to someone else's backyard. It's kind of like homecoming. A lot of family are in town. It's Thanksgiving. You've got 14 guys from Arkansas that's on that team, and again, you've got seniors that it's their last game, so it will definitely be a tough task for LSU on tomorrow.
I'd love to get your opinion. Jordan Jefferson, as you mentioned earlier, he really seems to have settled in. Alabama was a fantastic performance. Ole Miss, he was great. Do you think he just settled in, or was there something that changed suddenly that really triggered this?
Well, I think that he's finally settled in and matured. I think he's seeing a lot more of his reads, and he's going through his progression. So I think he's just matured and is playing like he has the ability to play.
Let's hope we see it again.
Absolutely.
Chances of getting into the national championship. I got in a borderline fight over this the other day because somebody told me there's no way. The stars, there's no way they can align that much. And I said, haven't you learned not to count us out yet? Your thoughts? Am I being unrealistic, or?
Well, LSU has the 7th most difficult schedule in the nation, okay, compared to some of their guys that's ahead of them, which ranks 93, 87, and 67, respectfully. Okay, and so that speaks volumes for LSU. Now, of course, there's a lot of scenarios out there, and I think that the one that sticks out is just Auburn losing the next 2 games, and it just shoots us up. But I really think that the team in the SEC who finishes with the highest ranked record, or finish highly ranked or the highest ranked, they will or should play for the national championship.
Real quick, Cam Newton, do you think that could be a stumbling block for Auburn even if they win today? They kick off, I think, 2:30?
Not real sure. I've heard the news and I've followed it a little, but until they prove whatever they're trying to prove, he's still eligible, and so is Auburn. So we're not really looking at that. I mean, I think LSU is looking to win out and use their strength of schedule to help them.
Go Tigers. Odell Beckham, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.